Hey folks, welcome to Almond Landscape YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, all that. We're gonna do an equipment, what are we gonna call this? Just like a equipment check, right? Or a truck and tool and machine check, right? Where is the company at the moment here? Anno Domini, the year of our Lord 2023, here at Almond HQ. We're gonna go through that, so here we go. My current personal / company truck, which the company owns this truck, 2016, what is this thing, Chevy 3/4 ton crew cab, 4-wheel drive, redneck tires on there, those Mastercraft MXTs on there. That's my vehicle I use when I am in the field, if we got to pull machinery around and whatever. So that's my whip there with the big ugly rigid toolbox in the back, rigid gang if you follow along. We've got the International 4300. We've had this truck for 3 or 4 years. Love hate the truck kind of deal. I love it for stuff like this because it is incredibly capable. Obviously it's a big truck. We can legally put about 5 tons on it, give or take, and because it's a 26,000 pound rated truck, it will haul and handle a little more than that, of course, but legally that's what we put on it. We don't have CDLs in the company, so we cannot put any kind of trailer on it ever. We'll haul the porta can on site once in a while. I mean, come at me, bro, you know, whatever, if that's the case. But it's a big, awesome dump truck. Love this thing. I love this thing. This fold down elevating ramp lifter, it does not really work anymore. I'm probably gonna saw this off, cut this off, torch this off of here, and just put a normal side body on there, maybe even a fold down. So that way we can get stuff on there if we need, and also take some of that weight off. I think probably adds 1,000 pounds of weight that we don't need on there, so we'll cut that off and simplify that. We've got our 2018 Dodge dually here, dually service body. This is a gasser. Love it. We've done some videos in the past here on gas versus diesel, so check that out and you'll hear our philosophy on that. Truck is really dirty, holy moly. I absolutely love the service body. This is a great way to go. It's super in organized shape right now, but this truck it's a rolling shop, like all of our trucks actually, but it's got everything. Our friends at Probst there, rebar pull, or a stake puller. We've got everything on this thing that we need, and it's incredibly handy truck. 1-ton dually, pulls real steady. That Hemi gasser is a great engine for a gas engine truck. It's really just great. That sand hardened up? No, I swear we had, Travis blew that out just even yesterday. So didn't Travis blow this truck bed out the other day?
Yeah, when he's parked down there.
Well, what's all that crap from, I wonder? I swear he cleaned that all out. I don't know. Yeah. We may never know, Keith, huh?
There's a lot of stuff.
That's what I thought for blowing it out. Yeah, well, guess we'll never know. Or till Monday anyways. That's Keith. That's Mr. Keith to you, by the way, folks. Hey, this is Mr. Bo's truck here. I've been getting on him to get in and get this thing on a rain day in and paint this thing and buff it and clean a little bit. Here we are. But need to get the wheels tidied up, cleaned up, all that stuff. This is an 08. It's got just about 100,000 miles on it. We've had that truck for a long time. Been a really good truck. Another gasser, V10 gasser. Out where we're at, just big rolling hills. Nothing too crazy. If we were in the mountains of West Virginia or out west in big mountains, yeah, diesels would be more of a necessity. But most of these gas engines, the bigger gassers, are getting us just fine. But this truck, again, very well outfitted for everything that Mr. Bo does. Again, need to get this thing painted, so tell Mr. Bo in the comments, get this thing in on a rain day and paint it. But it's very well outfitted with everything they need to complete a hardscape job, service work, you name it. These boxes are always locked, by the way. Just it's a work day at the shop here, and so we're going through things and just kind of tidying up stuff. Mr. Keith drives this truck a lot. This is the F250, I think a 16 or an 18. Again, F250 6-liter gasser. We bought it with F250, like I said, regular cab. The farm truck is what I call this thing, because this is like what you see a lot of just old farmers driving, right? Just regular cab pickup. We added an extra leaf spring to it. Worst idea ever. This thing drives just awful when it's empty. It just rattles you down the road. Absolutely horrible. It rides so rough. Like, this is the big add-on spring. It was like 700 bucks to add on spring. It really's got great, you know, towing capacity now, but it's miserable to drive empty, just awful. But yeah, so this truck it's nice for just a nimble little vehicle, especially when we need to back in that big box trailer. So we got a mix of a lot of stuff. Eventually I want to have pretty much everything like that, either service body truck or a 1-ton dump with backpack toolbox, which is really a necessity, I would argue. So that's the truck setup. Trailers, single axle trailer. We've got our big hardscape trailer, job site trailer. This thing only goes, because it's such a behemoth. It's 24 feet long. This trailer only goes out when we're gonna be on jobs for long lengths of time, but it's got a lot of hardscape stuff in it, a generator, lots of different tools and basic things. It's a great kind of hub, if you will. Here's our grabo lifters. Those things are wonderful. So just lots of stuff like that. That's really handy. But cage in here, and there's just lots of there's just always a mix of stuff in here depending on what's going on at the time. Trying to keep some color-coded stuff in here always. Stuff that's ideally never supposed to leave. Various paper handling tools. Hell, we got 2 generators in here, whatever. As far as equipment trailers goes, we have 2 of these SureTracks here. We have 2 of these SureTrack trailers. This is the older one. The newer one we have a lot more. It's really similar. It's got a heavier jack on it. A couple little just creature comfort things on it that are really cool. We like. The other one is just in the fleet for the year. This is a promo or demo trailer from our friends over at ANTS, the Advanced Nimble Trailer System, and you've seen other videos on it, but it's a live deck trailer system. Man, we got stuff scattered everywhere. We need to get things kind of focused here. We had a good week this week, really productive, all that, but we kind of got just some chaos going on. With there's mulch bags here, there's mulch bags on that truck, there's mulch bags on that truck. Like, I didn't know that Thursday night when we wrapped up, or I'd have kind of been on everybody to not leave stuff this way. But this ANTS trailer is really handy, and the feedback I'm getting now from Mr. Travis and Mr. Keith is they love this trailer. They think this thing is awesome, and I kind of knew that from the get. I liked the trailer a lot from the get, but it really took about 6 months for these guys to warm up to it, and now they seemingly they take it out about every time they go out. So you see other videos on the channel for all that stuff, whatever. So those are all the trailers. We'll run through our equipment mix right now. We've got our SK750 here. We bought an SK500 way many years ago, which was a walk-behind version of these. Then we bought this thing brand new, and then they came out with the 1550, which we dearly love. You saw a video on that here just on the channel, and we love the 1550. A few things on it we don't love, but I mean, nothing's perfect, right? I'd love to trade this in and get the money out of it and put some more equity into this machine, but I am so glad we kept this. Now this thing has been just a handy little, I mean, it's just a big gas-powered shovel, diesel-powered shovel. It's just the handiest thing, just like when we originally bought it, but it's a great support unit to the bigger thing. So this goes out with Mr. Keith a lot on planting jobs and stuff, while this is out on hardscape jobs because it can move full-size pallets and all that kind of stuff. That's those 2 machines there. Dearly love it. Our Bobcat T595. This thing lives at the shop pretty much now. It's kind of a shop loader and just a full-size skid steer for whenever we need full-size skid steer stuff. Loading out dump trucks on job sites, things like that. Just kind of a great way to go about that. We love having that here and when we need it. That's one of my prized pieces there. It was like, for some reason, a big boy move to me when we bought that back in 2016, I think. I'd always wanted a brand new Bobcat my whole years in contracting, and finally actually got one, and like, it's kind of like your first truck, I almost feel like. Then we got a Cat 335, 3.5 ton Caterpillar. We may or may not, we're gonna get a tilt rotator, but we might get a different excavator altogether, like a 4-ton, 5-ton. And then we'll put a tilt rotator attachment on that. We don't know what brand yet. We're still working. They're all good. Just trying to figure out what one we want to do. We got a steel wrist dealer nearby. Incon's further away. And then we've looked at Gribs and Knoxes and everything. We're just trying to figure out what's the right fit for the company and all that. The dozer is my father-in-law's, Pap's. Pap, if you've heard him on the podcast, Kid Contractor podcast with us or whatever. A few miscellaneous things like this brick dumpster. That's nice to have on bigger job sites, so all your cut pieces always go in there. Vacuum lifters. Kyle Fossey gave Zeke a snowblower for next winter, which is super cool. Okay, so generator, IQ saw, that kind of stuff, dustless saw. Hardscape Academy training area, which is a wreck right now because the boys, my son's been digging in there. Compactors of all sorts of mixes here for all the hardscape work we do. This is Pap's old 843B skid steer. And then inventory and stuff like that. So that's kind of the big picture here. That's the shop setup right now in May 2023. It changes fairly regularly. It's kind of cool to look back and some of these videos we've done in past years. Oh, here comes the buggy, I think. We'll go find the buggy. Here we go. There he is. There he comes. That's the buggy. That thing's handy. He's using it. There we go. Isn't that awesome? The only bad thing is those cooling fans blow straight down on the ground and stir up all that dust. It's such a bad design. Those fans blowing straight down are so dumb, aren't they, Keith? Yeah. So dusty. Gosh. It's so uncalled for. We ought to get this thing in the shop. I keep talking about we need to put baffles on that thing. But otherwise, super handy for gas-powered wheelbarrow. That's it. That's the setup here. Like I said, May of 2023. Always subject to change and always changing. Let us know what you wish you had, want to have, working towards having, all that. So shoot me some comments. All right, folks, from Almond HQ, we'll catch you on the next one.